What up, guys? Welcome to angelasavalon's YouTube channel. I'm Angela. Subscribe, hit the like button, and do leave feedback. Do leave your comment down below at the end of the video, and do watch until the end of the video. So in this video today or tonight, whenever it is that you're watching this video, I'm going to talk about Venus in Libra. Okay, Venus in Libra. Okay, so Venus in Libra, first of all, Venus is at home in Libra, okay? Because Venus rules Libra and Taurus, and Venus is pretty much exalted here with Libra. Venus likes being in Libra. So Venus rules the way we deal with society, the way we make money, the way we operate in relationships of all kinds, relationship, friendship, platonic, business, whatever, all kinds of relationships that we deal with have to do with Venus. And when it's with Libra here, Libra rules partnership. It rules the 7th house of partnerships of all kinds. Like I mentioned, it's the partner. Libra is that part of Venus that deals with people, and Taurus is the part that deals with money and possessions. And it's of course an air sign, right? Libra is a cardinal air sign. So that is ruled by Venus, of course. So when Venus is in Libra, it makes for some very charming people, okay? People with these placements are very charming. Very charming. They know how to charm you over, okay? They know how to charm people, they know how to, what's the word I'm looking for? They know how to, they know how to be alluring, okay? They know how to make people do what they want them to do, okay? They know how to make you do what they want you to do, okay? They're very good with words. They're very poetic. Very good with words. Venus in Libra knows how to say all kinds of things, and their body language is very alluring. Like they're the kinds of people that might wink a lot, you know, in a flirty way, even if it's not necessarily sexual. Mind you, it doesn't have to be sexual or romantic. Because this is something that Venus and Libra get, and this is how they are. They're the kinds of people that might be flirting, not even romantically or sexually, because this is just how they operate. They're flirty people, they're charming people. So they might wink a lot, they might have a very, persuasive way of talking, they might have a very poetic way of even talking. They might be very good with their words, Many times the way that they would speak it's gonna be as if they came out of a Hallmark card. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know when you make a toast on someone's birthday, and you have to say all kinds of nice words, right? To some kind of a birthday blessing. That's Venus in Libra. That's it. And Mercury, And the thing is, I personally don't even know many people with Venus in Libra, but I am familiar with Libra energy because I know a lot of Mercury in Libra people. And Mercury in Libra is very similar to having Venus in Libra. And the reason for that is because Venus is how you deal with society, and Mercury is how you talk. So and talking has to do with socializing. So the way you socialize, right? So this is why I'm very familiar with that. So they do pull away with a lot with, having Mercury in Libra can be a bit similar. It can be a bit similar. I mean, as well as socializing goes, the social skills of Mercury in Libra are pretty much equal to Venus in Libra. Yeah, they have a way of words. They know how to seduce, they know how to lure, they know how to charm you. Oh my God, the compliments. These people love to compliment. They will compliment you left and right. Let me tell you, and they are they like to show their gratitude in words. They might be the types of people that thank you a lot, for literally everything you do. Literally every small thing, every small gesture you do, they thank you for it. That's how they are. So overall, they're very nice people, right? They're very nice. They're very kind. There's nothing to complain. Although because Venus, they Venus here in Libra, they can be a bit passive. I agree. I mean, and by passive, it's because Libra is the opposite of Aries, so they oppose Aries, which is aggression and action. So, but then again, you'll only find it aggravating if you have a lot of Aries in your chart, or a lot of fire, especially Aries or Sagittarius maybe, but especially Aries. Aries, strong people with people with heavy Aries energy are the only ones who find it aggravating, Libra energy. So, I mean, there's nothing really to be aggravated about. Like, yes, they can be a bit passive, but what's it to you? Unless they're fucking up the business plan or something, that you shouldn't. Unless they're your business partner, they shouldn't. It shouldn't really like be a problem, and they're not necessarily even there. And then potentially might be actually good with business, because Venus in Libra, they know how. Like I said, they know how to talk, and they know how to. That's why they know how to talk, and that's what makes them very good at networking. And what's the number one, or at least what's a thing that needs to be that is on top of the list to be good at business is networking, and they're good at that. So they're actually pretty good at business negotiating. They're good at business dealings, and you know who might not be so well with business dealings? Venus in Aries. Because sometimes I would hear like Venus in Aries videos. They say they're very good at business, but they burn bridges like they burn bridges so much that I don't know. I would not recommend, if I had to choose a placement for business to be a good businesswoman, it would not be a Venus in Aries, or a good business partner for that. It would not be a Venus in Aries. And I'm not saying Venus in Libra would be the first choice, but Venus in Libra is much better dealing with business. Venus in Aries, the opposite of displacement, they're just good with initiating, but they the way they end they end dealings with people just as quickly as they initiate them, so it's not really practical. Venus in Libra, they're better in the business sense because they're good at networking. They know how to make people do what they want. So if they want someone to invest in their business, they might actually make someone invest in their business. Like, how is that not a beneficial thing is behind me? I mean, for some people it's not a beneficial thing is behind me. Like, it is a good thing, okay, you guys? You might want to use it for your advantage. If you have this placement, use it for your advantage, and yeah, open up your own business, because people might actually want to do what you want. So do it. I would. You know what? It aligns with like having a Capricorn placement. Like I have a Capricorn stellium, so I know, and I know when I see an energy that I know is going to be good with business, and I know how to appreciate it, because I have a Capricorn stellium. Capricorn is the best placement to deal with business, to make a business arrangement with to anything that has to do with business dealings. Capricorn is the best placement for that. It's the number one best placement and best energy for that. And because I have that in me, I know how to appreciate when someone else has it, even if it's not Capricorn, even if it's not Saturn, even if it's Libra, because Libra and Capricorn actually work with that hand in hand. Because as much as they are different, and as much as sometimes I would be irritated dealing with people with either Venus or Mercury in Libra, I know how to appreciate it, because I know that if I ever make a business connection, I would probably want them to have either one of those energies, so either Libra or Capricorn. So yeah, so moving on. Yeah, so when it comes to a crush, a love interest, an object of their desire, Venus in Libra, they often pursue, like I said, Venus feels at home here, so they have an easy time to pursue their love interest, their crush. If it's a man, it's just gonna be a charmer with women. This is a man that knows how to charm women. Even if it's a woman, she knows how to charm men. She's gonna be you know, a seductress in the most classical sense, you know. Yeah, very classy placement. It's actually a woman with this placement. It's a gift to have this placement if you're a woman, especially a heterosexual woman. A gift, because men are gonna be drawn to you, because it's a lot of feminine energy here. So a woman that has this placement of a woman with the Venus in Libra is gonna be very much not only in her feminine energy, but she's gonna be very comfortable in her feminine energy, and she's gonna attract men like this, because men, you know, heterosexual men, at least the men that she's attracted to, love feminine women. So, you know, it's definitely a gift if you're a heterosexual woman with this placement. So do use it for your advantage, and maybe you even do. Okay, and it's also a very poetic placement, like I said. So the way this when it comes to women, heterosexual women, the way they flirt is through can be either through poetry, love letters, love messages, you know, love texts. They like to be very theatrical and poetic in a way with the floating, and they like to float a lot. Like they might wink a lot, they might like have feminine giggles, they might be like no, stop, you know, kind of thing. They might be like, you know, they might be very charming, they might be very playful, you know, the girl with the sundress with the long, and she's like all playful and everything. That's a Venus in Libra, you know, with a long sundress and you know, maybe like some heart shaped sunglasses, and like, you know, like, yeah, that's a Venus in Libra. They're very alluring, you know, they're very alluring. You know, much like the Venus in Scorpio, but their allure is just more feminine, more classically feminine, as opposed to the femme fatale vibe of a Venus in Scorpio woman, if that makes sense. Which it should, I believe. So you know, and the men, let's say, you know, heterosexual men with this placement are gonna be, you know, charmers, like I said, are gonna have an easy time floating and attracting women. And you know, they do say that because Venus in Libra is a feminine placement, it might make a heterosexual man feminine or like lack masculinity or something, if you hear it in some videos. Okay, so what I have to say about it, well, yeah, it might make him a little bit feminine, but it's not necessarily gonna hurt his masculinity, because this is what I'm saying. They're very good at charming. So women might not look. So the way women are not going to be too tuned off from a Venus in Libra man. That's what I mean. It's not like a Venus in Pisces is the way a Venus in Pisces, because it's a very feminine placement for Venus. That might make a man more feminine than a Venus in Libra. Because Venus in Libra, yes, because Venus is feminine and Libra is feminine, is ruled by Venus, right? So you think it's a feminine placement. Yes, it's a feminine placement, but it doesn't actually take away of the masculinity of the man. The man is just not going to be some macho, aggressive man, which many women don't want anyway. So like a lot of women don't want that man. Be surprised, but a lot of women don't want these kinds of men. They don't want the red-pilled macho man. Which, by the way, I have seen red-pilled with men with this placement. So you'll be surprised how many red-pilled men, you know, if you know what a red-pilled men mean, then you know what I mean. You're gonna be surprised how many of those macho men have the feminine placement. So it's like, this is why I don't take, this way just goes to, it just goes like, it's just, this is one of those things that just goes to just something that I don't even take the time of day to count into consideration, and that's why I don't believe that's why I don't really believe anyone unless, I first look at the chart of someone, and then, I do everything else, because the chart is really gonna, the natal chart of someone is really gonna tell you how they are. It's gonna tell you if they're full of BS, if they're like, and if they're, if they're, what they're actually all about, or if they're putting some sort of a facade. It really can tell you a lot. The natal chart of someone pretty much tells you pretty much almost everything about their life. Now, I'm not saying that it's you should read the natal chart of someone and call it a day, or use it as a way to reject them. No, but it will, and it does. I mean, at least when you're seasoned in astrology, right? Like me, it does let you know if they're full of it, and they're full of BS, because many people are so full of BS. They're so full of it. They're so full of it, and I'm Plutonic, so I can even see it without checking the natal chart. So when I do check it, the natal chart just confirms what I'm already thinking. So yeah, so this is what I have to say. Venus in Libra, heterosexual men, believe me, it does not take away from their masculinity. It just makes them more laid back, maybe. And even that, because they're so good at networking and talking, they might be very good at business. I'm just someone's coming back to the house, so I'm just and I'm gonna wrap this video anyway. So yeah. So with all that being said, I think, if I forgot some things and because I don't have time to continue filming, I'll just make a part 2. Let me know if you want me to make a part 2. Comment down below everything you think. Like the video, subscribe, and shoot me a donation if you like this video or any of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.